Hello everyone and welcome to the Gaming Club. In today's video I would like to do an overview of patch 106, what kind of new changes developers brought to us, what changes they didn't implement, and I've got two more dates confirmed, the iOS release and the season 2 of the Battlepass. Let's get into it. Before I start, I would like to mention that you can play Warpath on your PC through BlueStacks. You can do it also in landscape mode, which is kind of helpful through the battles. And if you would like to download it today, there is a referral link in the video description. So let's start with a few updates I got from game developers today in the official Warpath Discord. You can also join it using the link in description. First of all, season 2 of Battlepass is going to be released on March 8th, so 1 week from now, and the long-awaited iOS release is going to be delayed, but a little bit more, just 1 week, and the planned release date is March 16th. Now, what about patch 106? As you can see from the screen, developers mentioned that following the release of version 105, they received a considerable volume of feedback from our commanders. They know the army group feature is something that we like, but at the same time there are some mixed reviews on certain changes applied, such as unit power display. While some commanders like its clean finish, others weren't nearly as impressed. As a result, the Warpath developers are considering a new type of display, enabling commanders to view the unit power of other commanders. As you know, currently you can only see the battle power through the grades, and the reason players have mixed reviews, or should I say don't like it, because the grading system has a flaw. You have a lot of sub-levels on each grade, and while your unit can be at level 9 grade, there is a huge difference when it's at the beginning of the 9th grade and when it's closing to the end of 9th grade. But on the battlefield, it's still the same number displayed, and it's very confusing about the power of enemy unit. So hopefully game developers will be able to find some solution to satisfy their ambitions, making the game looking clean and at the same time making players happy to see the opponent's true battle power while fighting on the battlefield. Now let's have a look about all the new features that were released in this patch, and I will start with the world map optimizations. So optimize the mobilization missions rewards in level 1 city urban combat plan, replacing 1 transfer instructions with 2 entry permits. So what does it mean? If you go to the urban combat plan and then you go back to very first stages, so city level 1, in the rewards you can see here all these transfer instructions that have been replaced by entry permits, and that's applicable for almost all the stages where you could see them. So here you see 2 entry permits, here is still transfer instructions, but going randomly through some days and rewards there, I can see that most of them have got entry permits changed. And I think it's a very good change, because I have over 100 transfer instructions stocked in my backpack, but sometimes I am really missing those entry permits to jump between the cities. Alright, let's go to the next one. Improve the teleport view such that you can directly view any cities with open gates. To be honest, I was not really able to find that improvement, because if I zoom out and I go to what I think the teleport view is, I think it's this map, I don't see any kind of changes here, for example, teleport conditions not met for Kiev, so I cannot go here, but it doesn't display on my map on some different way from Minsk, where I can enter because teleport conditions are met. So it's not clear where exactly developers implemented the change, and if you guys have figured out, please let me know in the comments. Next item we're gonna talk about are campaigns. So developers have added stats to campaigns so that at the end of the campaign, when the victory or defeat screen appears, commanders may now tap on the campaign stats icon top right to view detailed information on battle performance. Campaign stats include your units and their power grades, kills, hostile kills, unit damage dealt, officer damage dealt, and damage suffered. Since I'm stuck on this mission for a while, I don't expect any changes soon, so I'll just auto attack and see. That's the new addition on the top right corner. When I tap there, I can see all the details of my units and the statistics of this battle to understand which units are performing better and which of them might need a replacement or somehow reshuffling to help me proceed the campaign. So now let's move on to alliances. Alliance leaders and officers may now view the color of their territory border when designing their alliance flag. Unfortunately, I'm not an alliance leader nor the officer, so I cannot show what exactly this feature means. But the second one is quite interesting. So they readjusted the rules for tech contributions such that if an alliance member leaves an alliance, their tech contributions are cleared. When they join a new alliance, they may make tech contributions using gold after 24 hours. And then developers explain why they have introduced this feature. It's to fight those commanders who are creating multiple accounts and joining alliances to make contributions and get some advantage on research progress. And I think it's quite a cool change because this is kind of abuse of the system, and with having that 24 hours cooldown, it should prevent those misbehaving commanders from creating multiple accounts and doing this kind of shady stuff. Next thing, alliance officers and leaders can now place alliance tags on the map of other cities they are viewing. Okay, good. They didn't increase the number of tags, if I'm not mistaken, which we asked before. So hopefully the fix is coming soon. The strategic places occupied by alliances are now displayed according to the city they are in, making it easier for alliance members to view them. Okay, great. Next change is one of the biggest in this patch. It's new tech branches. So there are 2 of them, and if you go to the research center, you can see one for now. It's a basic city defense. So what is it about? The city defense tech branch unlocks when commander enters level 3 cities. Completing research under this branch raises base combat and defense capabilities. So for those who are in city level 2 and they have access to city level 3, if you don't have this branch open, the reason for that is the age of your server. Your city level 1, where you originated from, has to be over 60 days old. If it's not, you don't have access to the new branch. That was confirmed by the developer today in the official Discord, and it's not a bug, so you don't need to report that. They just forgot to mention that in the patch notes. And on top of the city defense, there is one more branch, advanced city defense. It's not clear right now how it's gonna unlock. It has even more technologies to raise the combat and defense capabilities. And if you would like to have a look at the city defense, the technologies are like durability recover increase, and then we have the garrison recovery rate increase per each type that we have. And we can also increase the track speed and the durability recover, again the garrison recover, and then it goes all the way down to the last 3 technologies, where you can actually increase the garrison damage across 3 factions, and the boost is quite nice. It's up to 10%. I'm working to extract this data, and I will soon update my research guide that you can find on the website, with the new tables having all the requirements, including the resources, time, and power increase per each of the new technology added to the game. So stay tuned and check the link to the guide in the video description. Okay, what's next? Changes to Combatant Command. Added notifications badge for Supreme Commander changes so that commanders get a notification on the city screen. Added notification badge when city posts become available so that city officials are notified that there are appointments to assign. Now, when there are any changes to this page, there will be a notification displayed for all the players, so that the player X is now the Deputy Supreme Commander or something like that. Moving on to data optimizations, the first change was about the strength of Raven bases of all levels in level 1 cities. As you can see, they made them stronger. So why developers have made the change? They honestly feel that previously there wasn't a strong enough correlation between the actual power of Raven bases and their levels. This meant that commanders attacking Raven bases were unable to get a good idea of how strong they really were. We adjusted the Raven base level displayed, but not the actual difficulty level, by referring to the commander's base power, so that commanders will have much better idea of the relative strength of Raven bases. Okay, cool. And the last changes, but not the least, there were several more optimizations made. First one, the number of roles that can be created per server has been increased from 10 to 20. And if you'd like to see where exactly that in the game, so if you tap on your profile icon and you go to options and you go to roles here, previously you could create up to 10 roles per one server, and of course one role per city. Now the limit is increased to 20 so that you can create more accounts on the same server. Next change is the most interesting one. It's the increase of the VIP levels, and it goes now up to level 20 with new privileges, gifts, and more offerings in the VIP store. The tricky part about this update is that if you are not VIP level 15, as you can see on my screen, I'm VIP level 12, you won't be able to see the new VIP levels. But thanks to my fellow content creator, Triple G Gaming, who is also doing great videos about Warpath, I was able to get the sneak peek of all the upcoming VIP levels, and I will now show them on the screen. So, as you can see, for VIP level 16, the most significant benefits are that in the daily box you start getting a gold part blueprint, which is a huge change because earlier it was super difficult to get the gold parts, and now they are added to the daily box, and this is really cool. What I have to admit here is that developers have also increased the requirements to get VIP levels to millions of points, and I already managed to extract the data of how many points you need per each new VIP level, so that you will see that on the screen now. Other changes are to the military funds collection efficiency, officer experience, firepower bonus, and training speed increase. And if you are planning to buy the VIP box, then on the bottom of the image you can see what kind of content is in that box, and I have to admit that's a lot of components. I don't know the price for it yet, but I expect it's somewhere between $50 to $100. Now let's have a look at VIP 17 benefits. As you can see, the chest contents has got more silver parts, and the rest remains the same, I think. In the gift box that you can purchase for additional money, this time you're getting a lot of ammunitions, that's 20k bullets. And the benefits itself, you get increased unit capacity, steel collection efficiency, and base durability and universal durability bonus. You also have +1 teleports, which allows you to travel to different cities not 3 times per day, but 4 times. Moving on to VIP level 18. This time you have an increase in gold part blueprints. You get 2 instead of 1. And the contents of the VIP gift box is 5 gold parts. That's crazy. That's wow. About the benefits, so again you have an increase in oil collection efficiency, parts capacity limit +300. You have daily rush rewards limits as 6, so these are the campaign rush rewards. You have a boost to the damage of the units by 10%, and the training speed increase as well. Next one is the VIP level 19. So what do we have here? We have more silver parts from the daily chest. In the gift box contents, once again, there is a lot of ammunition, so 20k that you can purchase one-off. And about the benefits, you have energy recovery speed +30%, which is huge. There is another boost to the unit capacity, and also the production queue, unit damage suffered decrease, and recovery rate. Also +2 teleports. So with the previous VIP level, you are looking at 6 teleports per day. And the last one, the cherry on the cake, VIP level 20. So you have 3 gold parts blueprints per day. You have 36 silver parts chests per day. In the gift box, you can have 50 gold officer status, which have huge value. About the benefits, so you once again you have parts capacity increase plus 350, you have officer and camp experience increase, you have +3 airlift, and you have pretty crazy firepower bonus, durability bonus, and training speed increase, all plus 20%. But in order to get there, you need to earn 12 million points, and I have no idea how much money you need to invest here to get to this stage, but I understand Warpath developers have analyzed some players' data, and as we already seen in the official Discord, there are players on VIP level 18 already. I don't know if there are any above that. If you are VIP level 19 or VIP level 20 player right now and you would like to get featured on my video, please write me in Discord and I will ask you a few questions for my future video material. Okay, going back to other optimizations of patch 106. So Officer Randall Miller now appears in 3D, as you can see on the screen. They redone the officer model, and the commander name changed. So commander names will now be displayed in the same default font color, and developers are explaining why they have taken away this feature. Initially, we didn't want to interfere with commanders setting their own font colors to their commander names. However, we found that these font colors were getting overused to the point it was hard to work out who the enemy was on the battlefield. Transparent commander names started to affect the gaming experience, thus we decided to remove customizable font colors. As we implement this change, we'd like to give our commander's name card as compensation. Well, for me personally, it didn't affect the game that much, and normally I would see where the enemy is. What I would really like developers to focus on here, when we are on the battlefield and there are a lot of players fighting, the game is quite laggy, and fixing that, in my opinion, would give better player experience than just removing the color names. And that's all that I wanted to cover in today's video. What do you guys think about the new patch? Do you like the new content? Do you like the direction the game is moving? And if you have noticed other changes that I haven't covered in this video, please let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll be doing more Warpath videos soon. If you'd like to support my content, you can find the links in the video description. Thanks for watching again, and I wish you a nice day.